Good afternoon, everyone, and stop it. What is? I got the wrong button. Sorry, I did that again for the second time in 3 weeks. Sorry about that. I got to hit the stop button next time only. But we did it. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Harrison Young from Topic Time. We are midway through January of 2018. It is finally a balmy day. I love this weather, and I got some of the same people. You might remember my final guest at 2017, IQ Ian Quinn, Christian rapper.
How you doing?
He's back because he's got some other people with him to promote his company, his music, and they're going to be singing with us.
Music label.
Music label, right. And this is, name yourself, please, Vincenzo.
Vincenzo Toroni. You can call me Chenzi.
Chenzi, cool name, yeah. Look very Italian, very spicy.
I am very Italian.
And this gentleman here is?
Hi, my name is Tommy Nichols.
Tommy
I'm from
Nichols.
Brockton, Massachusetts.
Great city. I'm from that too. 508 area.
Shout out to everybody in Wareham, Brockton.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, so what we're going to do tonight, it's kind of similar to the last show we did together. I'm going to interview all of them. Ian, we got some pretty good info on, so I think we're going to talk to him a little less because we found out about him the last time. But if he wants to interject with anything during the interview, he certainly may. But Vincenzo and Tommy for sure.
Yeah.
So let's start with you, Vincenzo, right?
Yeah, you can call me Chenzi.
Chenzi, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, you can one.
Okay. Well, how did you hook up with Ian and Tommy here? How did that?
First of all, nobody hooked up with anybody.
When I say hook up, I mean.
That's a little joke, but you
okay.
You gotta watch what you say with stuff like that.
Okay.
That's just to be funny. I know Ian from Hong Kong Island. Used to work there.
From where? What's that? Is that a restaurant?
It was a restaurant,
Okay.
actually. Many
I used
people
to
are
do karaoke there.
sad
Oh,
about
okay.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I first heard him
She
do
used
his
to work there.
freestyle. I was a cocktail waitress, but we were pumping out some good music out of Wareham. It's very popular in the town. It was there since the 70s. Water Whiz bought it.
Okay.
It's now a parking lot. A lot of people were saying that, Paved Paradise put up a
That
parking
lot, right.
We were sad about it, but it is gone now. Silver Fox used to DJ out of there. So
Wow.
long and short, I heard Ian freestyle, and I was just really impressed by him. So we just, exchanged contact information. And then recently, I saw what he was getting rolling with Royal Family Music, and I was like, hey, Ian, I liked you to begin with. Now I really want to get involved with this because it's not just music, and you can take it from there. But we're getting into the community and trying to heal. A broken area because we love our communities, Brockton, Wareham, Plymouth.
Yeah, I'm working with churches from New Bedford to Bridgewater to Wareham down the Cape.
Right.
We're trying to set up as many relief programs as we can to help with the children and the poor, whatever we can do. I walk with God, and I continue to walk with God, and He's blessed me day by day. And today is a blessing to be on the show. Tomorrow I start a tour.
Let's talk about the tour.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk to Tommy a little bit.
It's with one of my producers, Matt Prophecy Bolton.
Okay.
Out of Mashpee, Massachusetts. He's got a really big campus of team members that are willing to work really hard to get their point across.
Okay.
And we got a tour starting tomorrow. Actually, I'll be taking off to go to Maine, Bangor, Maine for January 12th. Is our first show.
That's tomorrow.
At the Seasons. Yep. I'll be in Maine tomorrow night.
Okay.
And then the next night is at the Jewel Nightclub in Manchester, New Hampshire. And then after that, I'll be performing my last show in Boston at PA's Lounge in Cambridge, Massachusetts.
Oh, it's in Cambridge. Okay.
And all the doors open at 9 p.m. It's 21 plus. Tickets are available at the door.
Cool. Okay. Well, Tommy, tell me about yourself. How'd you get involved in the record label that they're in?
Well, I've known Ian probably my whole life.
Okay.
So we grew up as kids together.
Okay.
And we used to have this underground rap group called MDK.
Yeah.
And we had like half the town,
Of where?
repping,
Wareham?
Wareham.
MDK, yeah, and it was
Okay.
like the biggest thing.
Well, very quick,
like,
just quickly, how long ago, how old were you guys when you started this? So.
Probably like
13.
12, 13
Wow.
years old,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
He
That's a
started
while
rapping
ago.
in
Yeah.
his bedroom.
Yeah.
His mother would be, cut that out.
Wow.
Shout out to my mom.
Yeah, hi,
There you
Carol.
Yeah, and so since then I just been working really hard, and I'm about to drop a mixtape with DJ EA Sports, from Brockton. He's holding down 617. He's definitely repping Boston. So we representing Boston to the fullest.
Cool.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Don't knock the Chicago hat, y'all.
Well, you know, it doesn't matter what you're wearing here as long as you're comfortable.
Absolutely.
Now, I noticed you came in here and you have a notebook full of lyrics. I guess you've written a lot of stuff, songs rather, right? Is that what these are?
Yeah, I have just like 3 notebooks full. I only brought one today, but
Okay.
yeah, you know, I do have a lot of songs. And, you know, I have a song that I performed for the bishop in the church.
Oh, who's the bishop? Oh, in the church.
Well,
And-
yeah, in the church, yeah, you know, and this was back when, you know, I was doing time, you know, and, you know, a lot of people, like, really appreciated me for this, and, you know, I appreciate God for just letting me
Amen.
do this.
Amen.
You know what I mean? For giving me a chance to even, like, come up with stuff like this for people that's in the struggle and that can relate to my music and relate to his music.
That's beautiful.
You know what I
Tommy.
mean? Because we all walk with God.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's, I think, just, you know, that's just, I pray to God every day.
Good for
You know what I'm
you.
saying? So
Yeah.
I just
And
thank
obviously
you for giving me a chance.
Sounds like
too.
yeah, right. Well, thank you. Yeah,
Thank you, Harrison.
maybe God's putting me here to help you guys.
Absolutely.
I hope God's going to help me too. Let's see what happens with that. But
Don't worry about
Pray
that.
for you.
yeah. Okay. Well, now let's talk. Let's now, Chenja.
Chenji.
Yeah. Right.
Chenja.
Okay. What's your situation? Now I noticed you gave me a little information about your background. You did some dancing as a kid.
Yeah, I started when I was 2 years old. That's a funny
Wow.
story.
Go ahead.
People were like, she can walk, like she's so small, but it was my first dance class. My mother had to buy me a bathing suit because she couldn't even find a leotard that was small enough.
Wow.
So yeah, I was born just outside of Boston, but
Okay.
then we moved towards Worcester. So my primary dance school is Dean School of Dance. So I want to say
It's which?
Dean School of Dance in Mendon.
Oh, Mendon,
And,
great town.
yeah, so I stuck with that up
Yeah, I
till
love
high
Mendon.
school.
I like it
and
too,
I tried
Mendon.
a few sports running, and but I stuck with cheerleading too. So I've always been a performer, but I
Right.
love to sing.
Yep.
I just kind of came out of my shell since I came to Wareham area, being around. There's so much music, the Cape.
Quick.
on
Thinking
Sunday
about
area.
Mendon, they have a great drive-in, and
they do.
the Southwick Zoo,
Zoo,
is
yeah.
phenomenal.
Yep.
Hey.
So
It's true.
go to Mendon when it gets warm.
Yeah, a lot
I'll be
of
there.
walking trails still.
You'll be there.
I'll be
Blackstone
If you're
Valley,
there,
Route
they'll be
16.
there.
Love
Yep,
the area.
Blackstone Valley.
Yeah.
Absolutely. People drive up just to see the foliage. It's beautiful.
You gotta love the area. You gotta love how New England is so like skewed though geographically. Like you're heading north, and yet somehow you find yourself in Rhode Island, which is south of here.
Yeah.
To this day, I'm still wondering how that crazy geometrical
495 is not a
bingo
straight
works.
shot. It's like a
What's that? Or that
495.
Yeah, it's
is like-
windy.
it's windy, exactly. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's wonderful. Did you grew up in Mendon?
I grew up in Milford, Mass.
Milford.
actually.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. Right next to no, not far from
Yep.
Mendon.
Yep.
Worcester
yep.
County.
It was worth it to hop a town because that was the best dance at school.
Okay.
She was
Now,
excellent.
in terms of now, do you write your own music too?
I do write music. I'm not going to get into my own music quite yet.
Okay.
He's got his notebooks. I got a box full of rhymes that just come out of me when I'm
Okay.
feeling emotional. I just write music. I've always written poetry, and probably
Great.
We have
7
a
years
song
ago
that
it
we
said
can
this
perform.
should be songs.
Okay.
Yep,
So,
yep.
all right. Well, like we went through the interview, we'll take a break, and three of you can perform. Are you going to sing too? You obviously wrote something, so
Well, obviously, I got a beat that I could, perform this song for. I
Okay.
can do
Can we
that
do him now?
on the
Yeah.
mic
Can
if
you
you
do
guys
it?
want to hear me.
Do it up.
Do a little
Yeah, I
something.
think we're
I
gonna
got
do
y'all.
some little change around, and we'll come back and do a show for
Yeah.
you.
okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we do that? We'll take a little break, then you can perform, and then we'll come back and continue the interview. We'll talk about the songs, the content, the meaning, and all that stuff.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. So
Thank
without
you.
further ado, let's. Who wants to do it? Wants to go first?
I vote Tommy.
Why don't you two
Yeah,
go? Well, you're the guest I scheduled originally.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's okay. It's up.
I got it. I got
Tommy's
it. I'll
ready.
take the
Let
mic.
Tommy
Yeah,
go.
let Tommy
take
You
the
want to go,
mic.
Tommy? All right,
Yeah,
Tommy,
we
you go
need a
first.
rap
first.
song
I'm
first.
Okay. All right. Well, on that note, let's
You're gonna
go
have
to a
to
break and we'll
play
hear you
it.
sing.
Yep. Let's
Okay.
do
All
it.
right.
Hi, have one. Here you go, pass it on. Oh, hey, take one.
Hey, Laura.
The words you write online can cause real pain. If you wouldn't say it, why would you type it?
Definitely holding the 508 down with this one. Check it. Yeah. It's all about large amounts. 808s on it bounce. Worldwide bank accounts, and I feed all the children now. Peace to all my women, get it where you can fit in. If you got no daddy, a single mama, you living. But you pay your bills and the table set on Thanksgiving. Glass of milk and cookies for Santa on every Christmas. This is for my people that struggling with the evil. Black and white, or Asian, or Puerto Rican, we equal. I'm just trying to lift you, won't lead you out or mislead you. If you got no job, you went broke and ended up homeless. Just make sure you're positive, keep your head up, stay focused. Surely you might come up when everything seems so hopeless. Yeah, I'm in the showbiz, Gucci go on my loafers. Yes, I donate money when only serving a purpose.
You can reach me by sailboat, climb a tree and swing rope to rope. Take a set inside down slope to these arms of mine. You can jump on a speedy colt, cross the border in a blaze of hope. I don't care how you get here, just get here if you can. There are hills and mountains between us, always something to get over. If I had my way, surely you would be closer. I need you closer. You can windsurf into my life. Take me up on a carpet ride. You can make it in a big balloon, but you better make it so you can reach me by caravan. Cross the desert like an every man. I don't care how you get here, just get here if you can. I don't care, I don't care. I need you right here, right now. I need you right here, right now, right by my side. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Get here. Oh, I don't care how you get here, just get here if you can. Follow Royal Family Music on Facebook. I give you IQ the Late Night.
Yeah. Yeah. This one's for you, God. Take flight with the light night. Soul surfing, surfing. Yeah. Yeah. I like to think I created Mr. G.O.D. I'm on my J.O.B. Rock across like a boss. This ain't amateur hour. We devour these sour cowards with more power from the Holy Ghost. My dough I reproach and boast. My love for our Lord. Hands folded, heads down, prayers major. Away in a manger, away from danger is where I reside. I slide just like Jetson. Elroy couldn't even fly this high. I'm up out of the atmosphere that just touched down at God's castle. I read Matthew just to gain access to golden pastures. Unique disasters don't matter. You can say I'm crazier than the Mad Hatter, chasing the white rabbit through the rapture just to find out your queen is captured. Last king standing, checkmate on the board for praising the Lord and blazing the course. Walk through Jesus' footsteps, the modern day Messiah. My fire gets started without a lighter, burn brighter than any highlighter. The light night here to excite life and make sure your kids are raised right. Surfing on the edge of reality. Soul surfing. Surfing on the edge of reality. Yeah. My destination, a manifestation, a thought that's predetermined by God. So I'm repping our Lord with my thoughts attached to my body and my mind attached to a higher power. So I devour these cowards with raw talent.
Eyes low as I go into the abyss. It's easy to dismiss what's in your midst until it's no longer in your midst. I admit we're being controlled by our limitations. With no hesitations, I have the patience of a saint, but still take time for the little things, the peace it brings, watching the leaves change. Talking to God like he's my homeboy, knowing that I'm not on my own, boy. Dreams everlasting, waking up to a life of passion. No more flashing cash, that's my past. I surpass demons with light and energy. I fight the good fight without my enemies. I'm trying to please the Lord for sure, so my seeds can be safe to shore. I'm acoustic with a melodic flow. Let Jesus know all systems go. Soul surfing, surfing on the edge of reality. Soul surfing, surfing on the edge of reality. Yeah. I like to remain anonymous. Inside I know God is watching us. A triangle inside a circle isn't all of us. Abstained consciousness was honestness, your honor. All she was trying to do was prosper. Now I'm dying inside. The monster trying to get out. It's ironic when I rhyme. Not this chronic in my mind, and it's light in the design. Now I can see the star matter. Guess what? The stars don't matter unless they chart my navigation across the nation. The Illuminati promise some educated scholars. My rock wall that lock harder than all lobsters. More vicious than most monsters. Permission to fist dollars been granted, so pop collars. Solo, I'm the best. Polo on my chest. Family unit, you can see it on my crest. Not the GOAT, but considered the best. IQ, the light night, royal family music movement.
Check it. So I'm gonna perform this verse for y'all right here. Got y'all. Yeah. Check it out, y'all. Yeah. I'm sacrilegious, these diamonds in my crucifix pendant. It's something tender, the system, how I'm usually sitting. I lived and grew up where you could only musically vision. And what you fear as a citizen is usually business. I'm spinning corners, collecting money in 3 states. My 4 pits, about 2 choppers and 3 gates. And you can see how I did it, I'm sporting 3 chains. And similar to them skeleton teeth, deep grave.
Surfing on the edge of reality. Soul surfing, surfing on the edge of reality. Soul surfing, baby. The light night, royal family music.
Okay, wow, those songs were amazing. So let's hear you guys talk about them before we wrap the show up, please.
Well, the song Soul Surfer was something that I came up with the beat from ADB Records.
Okay.
Tony DeMedeiros gave me the beat to work on, and I just started rapping about it, and it's basically a letter to God to let him know that I'm his warrior and that I'm here for him 24 hours a day, and I'll put it through music, I'll put it on the street, I'll put it in a church, I'll scream it from a mountain. You know?
Wow.
That's what it is.
Okay.
That's beautiful.
You know? And he's touched me in more ways than one, and this music is just one way that I can express my love to it through music.
Okay. What do you got to say about this?
I just want to agree with everything Ian says. I don't put it
You
so
guys
easily
did a
as he
great
does.
job performing
Thank
that
you.
song. Like, I give it to you guys for that. You know what I mean?
Okay, now what about you? Talk about yours.
Well, yeah, like the song that I performed, you know, that was just, you know, called The Dedication.
Okay.
And basically for everybody that's in the struggle that can relate, you know what I mean, to the bars that I put to over the beat. I'm sure you guys, you gotta get through the metaphors and all that, and that's all in it, and I'm sure you'll understand it. So, you know, just thank you for listening to, you know, my music, and I appreciate all y'all. Real talk, you know what I mean?
Input.
God bless.
Nice talk.
Okay, now, that having been said, I mean, I assume that maybe tonight you might go home and write more stuff. I mean, isn't this?
I mean,
is
I
this something
always,
you,
like,
you
if I
work
hear
on
a
every
beat,
day?
a certain beat, I can automatically just be like punching like 4 bars and just write it down.
Okay.
And then, you know,
Yeah, we get
as it
beats
goes
fed to
on, you'll
us.
just memorize it, and then obviously, then you know, you just write to it.
Okay.
But yeah, that's basically how I do. But where I came from, I had to make beats on the table like this.
I understand.
and rap like that. And that's basically how I did all my, just so I could get the 4/4 timing down, so my bars would be on point.
No, are you the three you're going to be performing? No, and what about that girl that was here the last time, Jalala?
Jalasia.
Now, are you all going to be performing in Boston and those other locations?
No, that's just me.
That's just you.
With
Okay.
my team that I'm working with now.
Okay. That's fine. Well, guess
But
what?
that's only because the timing wasn't right. You know, I, by the grace of God, got hooked up with these guys with perfect timing.
Okay, everything happens
and
for a reason,
I
I always
already,
say.
yeah, and I already recorded something for the next tour, so I'm going to be on the next tour.
Okay.
And you know, and eventually I'm going to be heading to London to start networking out there and make
Okay.
my own tour happen.
Okay, but that's just you. No one else is going
Well,
with you.
whoever
Just
can keep up,
whoever can keep up. Okay.
you know.
It looks like you're picking up more people along the way. I mean, this is kind of how it works, and it's
Yep.
all about networking.
Yeah, I just last night a good friend of mine's little brother's been making videos and stuff.
Okay.
Shout out to Marcel Buku Soul. Yeah, I introduced him to my producer this morning, and
Okay.
that's another artist that's going to be up and coming.
Okay, well, listen, we're just about to wrap the show up. Anyone want to give some shouts out to people?
Sure.
Shout out to Prophecy Productions. Shout out to Streamline Entertainment, Wayne Rollins. Shout out to ADB Records. Shout out to Max McLeod. Shout out to my sister, Hold Your Head, Christine Quinn. Shout out to all my friends that I don't need to mention because you already know what time it is.
There you go.
And, you know, shout
I
out
like
to
that.
the
Like
Lord.
that analogy.
Shout out to the Lord.
Praise God.
I definitely want to shout out my mom, shout out my family. Definitely gonna shout out you.
Oh, thank
you.
you.
know, for letting
course.
us come
Yeah,
here.
shout out
Goes
to
without
Harrison
saying.
Thank you,
Blake
Harrison.
Young.
Shout out to
Nice.
DJ.
Shout out to
EA
Sarah
Sports,
Silverman.
My cousin Sarah.
You know,
Shout out to Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, my
Leonardo.
co-star in Shutter Island.
David
You remember,
Ryle.
this is good stuff.
Stephanie
Yeah.
Kelly, Robert Kelly.
Yeah.
There you go.
shout out to my
And
barbershop.
Will Smith, if you're listening, I want to work with you.
Jillian Michaels, I love you. You built
I'm
me.
a big
also a
fan of
barber. I
Jillian
do
Michaels,
haircuts
too.
in Brockton,
And Mos Def.
Massachusetts.
I would love to work with Mos Def.
Executive cuts. So if you need haircuts, come on
There you
down. 105 Main Street, Brockton. Yeah, we give the best flyest haircuts in there. So
And
There
if
you
you
go.
need the best
You know?
sales made on the East Coast, go to Harding Sales in 732 Mill Street, Marion, Massachusetts.
Great town. We had a house there for 4 years.
My father will take care of you.
There you go, and you'll make a nice mess. And on that note, you ready to wiggle it?
Let's do it.
Just like wiggle and jiggle. Okay, this time I'm gonna hit the stop button and not the replay button by accident. Folks, watch more episodes of Topic Time. See you next week. Have a good one. Here we go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Peace.
Here it comes.
And that's just topic time.
That's topic time. Yeah.
it's topic time.
That's topic time.
Give me some of that topic time.
Oh, beautiful.
With Harrison Blake.
Done. All right.